Alright, hey there Prox Gaming crew, and this is Proxify here, and welcome back to another episode of the Yokai Watch Blind Let's Play. Now this is going to be a post-audio production, and it's going to be my very first time actually going to be doing this here on my big computer. Now if you guys are probably wondering and wanting to know exactly what has happened within this episode for today, well that is because when I was going and trying to set up with this episode, I guess for some reason I didn't go and look into my OBS all that too much, but it seemed like my mic wasn't going to be fully active within the time of this recording, and I didn't realize that until once this video was done, that for some reason there was no green bar, no nothing that was actually at least saying something that the Shure MV7 was at least moving around. We didn't really see, I didn't really see any of that type of stuff after when I was done with the recording. So anyways, I am going to be using Audacity here within our time for this post-audio production, just so that I could go and give you guys all the brief highlights and everything that has been going on out here so far within this episode for today. So basically what we need to go and do here is that I believe we are jumping into a brand new mission known as Kyubi the Bully. We are going to be meeting up with Kyubi later on when we go and meet up here within the Nocturne Hospital, and we are going to be seeing a A-rank type of area just around within the within this place of the Nocturne Hospital, which that is going to happen with our time of the cutscene. But not only that, but later on we are going to have to go and do a brand new Yokai Watch challenge, which that is for us to go and get ourselves with our next upgrade, which that of course is going to have to be with getting ourselves with the rank C of our time, because there is going to be a spot where later on we are going to have to head into the construction zone, and the only way that we can only go and open up within that way to actually at least go and continue onwards with the mission is by actually going and heading on over towards into our time of doing that rank C type of challenge there for it to at least get opened up, right? So there's Kyubi right there, and I guess we could go read a little bit through the text dialogue while we're at it. So they will pay dearly for messing around with my territory. I could go and punish them myself, but where's the fun in that? So is that a guardian angel everyone was talking about? Well, I'm not sure, but it's a different guardian angel. And yes, of course, it's probably that one, but his aura is quite powerful. So this one is a true guardian spirit. So yeah, it seems like this is going to be the first of many times that we're going to be seeing a guardian type of spiritual type of thing that's going to be here. And later on within Kyubi, since I already kind of played through a little bit more within our time of Yokai Watch, if you guys don't know, most of all my videos are all pre-recorded and whatnot. So basically, during the time of the construction zone, you will be able to go and battle out with a boss yokai by the name of Massifus, which is actually somewhat pretty easy. He's like one of the easiest bosses I want to say so far throughout my time, throughout experiencing throughout all the different boss yokais right now. I think the only hardest one that was more of a difficult type of challenge would have to be with Sproink. And Sproink is like the only one that gave me like a really hard challenge, but Massifus and also with Phantasmara, both of those two bosses that I have currently faced off so far within my time during right now within my post-audio production of this episode. So far, both of those two guys were fairly easy to go and beat. Massifus is though, with his exposed type of points that you have to go and do, all they have to go and really do for that one is that you just have to go and just pinpoint directly to where you have to go and basically line up where the eyes are going to be. And if you could go and line up perfectly with your different yokais there and actually hit the two eyes, it will actually stun Massifus, and you don't have to go and really worry about getting yourself hit by anything that happens. So it's a pretty nice type of thing to go on from there. Now with Phantasmara, we'll get into more in depth with that a little bit later on. For right now, we're not even in the museum mission yet. But for right now, all that we have to go and do is just try to head on over here to the construction zone, and it seems like unfortunately I couldn't really go and do anything around with that though, because it has a rank C, so I had to go and try to make my way all the way back to the timers and more area just so that I could go and figure out what needs to happen with our time from that. But within these two videos for today, guys, not only are we going to be doing our time out here with Yokai Watch, but I'm pretty certain here there is going to be our time with the Dreadlock, and I believe these are going to be the two videos of our time, because I believe these were some of the videos that got recorded around around October 13th. So I had to try and remember exactly what our other episode was going to happen around out here. But yes, for the Dreadlock, I believe we are going to be having a little bit of an hour-long episode or somewhere around there. I know it's going to be quite long, but I know that there's going to be some pretty interesting things that are going to happen around within there. I believe we are going to be doing ourselves with a brand new type of Nuzlocke challenge that's going to happen once we go and roll around with the dice, I believe. So that's going to be pretty interesting. I'm not going to go and spoil out too much of that type of stuff, because I know that you guys are always interested on anything around with Dreadlock related type of stuff, because it is a really cool, awesome Nuzlocke series that me and Chris created, and it's really awesome for it, because basically, if you guys don't know what the Dreadlock is, or if it's your first time ever hearing about something known as the Dreadlock, basically what has to happen is that normally you can go and use quite a bit of rivals if you want to. It's somewhat more of a important type of thing along the way of like playing like Pokemon Black and White, or maybe playing like Oras, or like maybe even playing like Pokemon X and Y or something like that. But if you ever do have like a chance to go and try out the Dreadlock, basically you can go and literally go and roll a certain dice or like a wheel or something like that, and every time that you go and do anything of that type of nature, you will have like the options for different type of Nuzlocks that you want to go and do. So if, let's say for example, since we're playing Pokemon Black and White with me and Chris, you can go and roll the wheel, or even roll the dice for that matter, and it will land onto any type of Nuzlocke that you want. So it could be like a regular lock, it could be a random, well not really a randomizer, because it's already a randomizer as itself, but you could do like a regular lock, you could do like a gen lock, you could do like a hardcore Nuzlocke or something of that type of nature, and things will just start spiraling out of control every so often. So like every type of like rival battle that you always go and face, there's always going to be a new challenge that always happens every time, and it's really cool, and I really do like that type of way a lot out here. Okay, so, oh right, yes, and also too, I think during this part right here, I did get myself with some brand new type of items. I believe you can actually go and head to Blossom Heights, and there is a certain location where you can just go and buy, like, milk and other things of that type of nature there, over at the hot springs. So if you ever do want to go and get yourself with anything, like with milk related, there is going to be quite a yokais that are going to be needing some sort of milk, so that you can be able to go and befriend them a lot. And there's actually one yokai in particular that I am on the look for, which I still have to go and do that here with my time, and that is going to be looking for a person by the name of Castellius. And I believe he has multiple different fusion evolutions that happen. So you can actually get Castellius all the way up to, I want to say, to Platinum. And he actually becomes really good around there, because I believe he's like a really good S-rank type of yokai to go and find. Which I can't wait for that to go on and happen. But he is really hard to go and try to befriend, though. It's kind of like almost like the same as that type of thing of like how, I want to say, how Arms Man was like. He's like in that type of vicinity of how ridiculous annoying that guy has to be, because like all you have to do is just try to throw some milk at him, and anything could be possible if it works or not. But I think the strange thing is that I think how this fusion works is that I believe you have to go and fuse two different Castellius 3s together, because that's what you'll find over here first, and then right after, then you actually have to then go and then do Castellius 3 and 2 together, and then that will mismatch together for the first type of one, and then you just have to do that one more other time, I think, to get the platinum version of it later, with some sort of like fusion item, I think, to it. But it seems like we're already back, already at Timers and More, and now it looks like we are going to have to go and do our challenge that is going to here for the rank C area. Now, I just went and figured out that during my time, because I know that later on, from what you guys are going to be seeing, is that I will go and talk to you guys about the other yokai that I will be also going and searching for, and that's going to be with Rhinogon and also with Beetler. Both of those two guys are specifically for the rank B type of part that happens within Mount Wildwood. So unfortunately, since I don't have the rank B type of yokai watch at this point in time, we can't really go and battle out with Beetler or Rhinogon at this point. And I always thought that, well, within my time of playing through here, within the blind playthroughs, this is my first experience within the game, I thought that I would just be able to go and just find these guys like right away, even without having the rank B type of part to it. But it seems like you actually do need to have the yokai watch for it to be rank B, and then you can be able to go and find all these guys. So now Mr. Goodsight's going to tell us that basically with these different type of quests that are going to happen here, we have to go and search for all these different yokais, and with all of them being found, we have to go and battle all of them, and then once we're all done with that, then we get ourselves with the yokai watch for the rank C. So even though that when we went and did the whole yokai watch for the rank D challenge, and having to then go through on having to find all these different missing parts and whatnot, and then having to then go about with Sprink right after, that doesn't really happen like this. Basically what happens now is that every other type of challenge that we run on into, seems like we have to go about with 3 different random yokais that are around within the new area of our location that we're at, and then we just go and battle them. You should be able to go and find them with a blue type of little like quest marker on them, just so that they'll go and pinpoint that out to you. And we should be able to go and head right on over towards to that destination from here. So let's see. So I guess we are going to be headed down into downtown Springdale, it looks like. There we go. Perfect. So yeah, so I did actually do a little bit of some editing with our time as well, just so that you guys don't have to see me go through every single type of place that we do need to go and be. But this is going to be with Tancheroni out here. And I believe I actually did go and nickname a Tancheroni after another commenter, or as to say another fellow Prox Gaming crew member that has been out here. And I do want to go and let you guys know that I'm going to shout out to Delta. I believe Delta has went and commented on a few of my vids out here for Yokai Watch and actually helped me out with different tips and other helpful suggestions out here, which that was really nice. I don't know if I ever brought up the topic around with that, but I think I'll just kind of hold that off for now. I think I already kind of basically went and described about that, I think, a little bit later on with some of the other different episodes. But I know that he did tell me that basically he did go and tell me that there is like a different type of like there's like a way where you can have like 3 different members like on your team, and you can get special bonuses every so often, which that's why I have both Badian and Badian and Alola Trainer Koa there, and also with comms. So basically, since all of those guys are all part of the charm attributes, basically those will get like a speed bonus or some sort of like bonus that will happen like within like some of the different battles that happen, which that is pretty nice. So if you ever do have like any type of multiple different members that are a part of like some sort of tribe, you'll get like yourself some really nice good bonuses there. So now we have to go and try to search for the next other guy, and I believe it's somewhere around in this type of location, because I know that we went as now during my time from all this editing. Originally, I thought that if you just go and just battle out with some of these regular dudes out here, you'll just be well, you should just normally be able to go and get the side quest finished, right? Well, that doesn't really happen unless if they have like some sort of like blue quest type of marker on them. Then that means that it'll get notified that you actually went and defeated out on one of those guys, because you can't just go and just literally defeat one of these Cynabibble out here and then and then see if you can actually get yourself with the objective complete for that type of thing. That's not gonna really work. But there we go, level 16 and 15 for both of those guys there. And I believe we just head up just around up into this location, but we got ourselves with a chest first. More sandwiches, always good. Sandwiches are always great for healing. But here we go. So now we got ourselves with the actual Cynabibble that we do need. So yeah, if you guys see that right there, we just went and just got ourselves with a charming bonus. So if you are lucky enough, you will be able to get something like that, and it will help you out like quite a bit. And there we go. We're going to set up for the Sultimate out here for Badion. And that should just knock him out here pretty quickly. Very cool indeed. Okay, so now we just have one more, and I want to say that is for, I think that's for Suspicione, I believe. So Suspicione will be the last one that we have to go and search for. Now, this one, I think I was a little bit, I think for this one here, I think it was a little bit tricky for me to go and explore around, but I think I had to go and search that it was, like, located, like, in a delivery area or something like that. It's like of some sort of other type of alleyway. Because I'm trying to remember, like, all the different alleyway names. I know that there was, like, some sort of one known as, like, the Academy spot or something like that. But I could be wrong. That could be for another rank challenge later on. But, yeah, I think right now, I think in this part, I'm just trying to, like, look and try to search for where our next location that needs to be around out here. So, there we go. So, guys, with another one of those Gateway plush. Well, a.k.a. known as the Poké Doll within this game. Never really got to go and use it all that much, though, but at least we're getting a lot of those, just in case if we ever run into a problem where there's going to be like a really annoying yokai that's going to happen around. You never know if you may probably need one of those getaway plushes there. So let's see, where are we heading off to within this part? Yeah, we should be able to be at least seeing what needs to happen here. I'm pretty certain, like, right now, we should be trying to at least be making our way towards to the Suspicione, but let me see what we have for time. Okay, so we just have around, like, 6 minutes, so I think I'm still just trying to just go and just still be on my way to still be searching out for all these different type of things that are happening. But I believe these 2 videos right on after once they are done, and once you guys do see another episode of Yokai Watch, you guys will be able to go and see that there is going to be another Kirby co-op that's going to happen again, which that should be really nice. Yeah, I think it's going to be another Kirby co-op, or it could be Tears of the Kingdom, because normally I always kind of like always do one video and then always kind of just like switch around with the other one later on. But here it is. So this is the area. Then we need to go and find for Suspicione within this area for this type of part here. So let's go and finally put an end to this, and let's go and destroy these guys once and for all. I just like how with all of these guys here, with like Suspicione and like Tancheroni and all these guys, they all have like different type of forms with them, but they're like almost like the same as that type of design. But I just don't know, like, what makes, like, all these guys, like, so different with each other. I guess, like, probably one of them is, like more so, like, a fighting guy, or maybe another one's, like, more so of, like, something else of that type of nature. But there we go, got ourselves all the way up to level 20 for Seaver. I know that I still need to go and, do a nickname on that guy later on. Because I know that there's a trade station somewhere, and I know that there is ways that you could go and find, like, this type of name raider suggestion around, so that we could be able to go and do that. So, yep, we defeated all the yokai for Rank C challenge, so that is perfect. So that means everybody is now completely set and finished off with that, and now it's on our way towards heading into the Timer and More area, back on over towards into that way. Now, I can't wait until later on. Now, I know that currently, since this is basically my post-audio production, and I basically went and told you guys that right now I'm currently doing the museum mission that's happening within this game. Right now, we are going to be able to use Mirapo at this point in time, but unfortunately, I don't really have the ability to use Mirapo at this point right now in this type of facility for this episode. But it would be nice to go and have something like that I don't have to go and worry about having to use my bike to transport my way back and forth between this type of place. It would be rather be nicer if I would be able to just at least just have Mirapo for that certain time, and just be able to just jump my way back on over towards the Timer More that way though. But yep, here we go. It looks like we're going to be heading our way back to it. Now, I don't know if I should just probably just do an edit on my own type of side or whatnot, but I think we'll be okay, because I'm pretty certain that Timers and More is not really all that too far away from here. And I think all I have to do is just have to go ahead from this little spot here, and I think there's like one of those little drawbridge areas that I just need to go and walking over towards to with. And that should be basically be able to go and head us right back on over here to Blossom Heights, where that's where Timers and More is at. So here it is. Here's Timers and More. We're finally here now. Now let's go finally complete on with this mission. Now, also too, by the way, even though that this is going to be somewhat of like a little like, well, I guess you could call it somewhat of like a little bit of a main mission as well too. We are going to be able to get ourselves with special EXP bonuses as well from this Rank C challenge. So anytime that you ever go and do anything with Mr. Goodsight, that is what is going to basically be really go out and help you out with, because like if you ever do want to get yourself with any more like extra like upgrades or anything of that type of nature for your with your guys all the way around to get the extra levels, you'll be able to go and get them from him as well, not just only with the other type of quest missions, but also with those type of rank C challenges or even B challenges or any other type of challenge that happens with the yokai. But let's go and enter on into here there, Prox, and let's see what is going to happen from this way. So where are we at now? So now we're down to like just 2 minutes there. So that's pretty good. Yeah, we're getting closer to the end, guys. Not to worry. This post-audio production is almost done. So that sounds great. Yes, and that is great. We got ourselves with the rank C for our yokai watch. So now, anywhere that we go to, doesn't matter if it's like any of the trees or vending machines or anything, we can go and find a rank C yokai anywhere around out here. Now, there is a rank B yokai that I do want to go and find within a vending machine, which that is chasing. But we can't really go and do that right now. We'll have to go and wait until that happens a little bit later on. But there we go. So all done and finished with. And we got ourselves a little bit of a bonus scene. And let's see, am I going to get a win? Yes, we do. And there we go. We got Jibanyan. And just like that, we got ourselves with another little item upgrade. Well, not item upgrade, but another little item bonus. Just so that we can go and add that into there as well. Yeah, it's okay. It's not as great, but at least it's something. It's just another revive. That's basically what the nasty medicine's all about. And I think, with that being said in mind, I think we are almost about to be ending off with our time here, because we just only have just around with just a minute to go. Now, I don't know if I ever go and decide to head back to my, like, over back to the house or anything, or head back to the construction site. I think we do head back to the construction zone, just so that we can kind of make sure that once we get into the next episode, we can just literally just start right from where we are, right from that way. Yeah, and unfortunately, that's the annoying thing that always happens here, is that, like, it seems like you can't really go and, like, use your bike in too much areas around out here. But, yeah, oh, I think we're gonna become a good boy today. Yeah, we're not gonna go and startle off with Snartle there. I know that Snartle battle is gonna happen at some point, which I will be showing a video out there for that. I don't think I ever really got to go and show you the Snartle battle that ever happened during the time, But yeah, once we get ourselves all the way up to level 25 or so, I will go and show you guys that battle that goes on. Okay, I think we're almost to the construction site. And let's see. Well, you know what? Since we are getting closer to the ending goal, I guess what we're going to do is just end off the episode for today. So thank you guys so much for watching. It has been fun to go and do a little bit of a post-audio production here. But in the next one, we are going to be going and meeting up with Koma-san, and also as well, hopefully try to battle out with Kyubi and other things that are going to happen from here, and continue onwards with the construction site. So see you guys then, and of course, peace.